Sweden and Finland fear that Hungary will veto their accession to NATO.
Here's a summary of the article.
Journalists and politicians do not understand why the Hungarian parliament has not yet discussed Sweden's and Finland's accession to NATO. This is because Speaker of the House of Representatives Laszlo Kóvar does not include this issue, Daily Hungary reported. Among the 30 members of the US-led military alliance, only Hungary and Turkey have not given their approval for the two countries to join NATO. Moreover, the Hungarian government submitted a relevant bill to the parliament 2.5 months ago. The Finnish president stressed that their accession to NATO depended largely on Turkey. About Hungary, he only said that Budapest has disagreements with the EU. Although he does not consider Hungary's approval as an automatic solution, he is not worried about Budapest either. One of Sweden's most prestigious newspapers, Dagens Nyheter, wrote that Hungary could slow down the accession process, based on the words of opposition Momentum Party politician Martin Tompos. He believes that Orbán is using Finland and Sweden's accession to NATO to blackmail Brussels. This text available in and print.
This post received a score of 20,000, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Every time you see something bad coming from the EU, it's 80% of the time about Orbán.
Just tie it to EU funding and see how fast things change.
They don't. Orbán is spinning some of the already blocked EU funds as the opposition. Soros is trying to sabotage our country.
Orbán just turned on a fire hose of paid advertisements for Hungarians. The ads feature a ghostly overlay of Soros whenever European institutions are mentioned. There has been a much more serious effort hammering this message day after day in the massive state-owned media conglomerate. They introduced phrases like sanction-loving leftists, and they keep repeating it every day in a huge number of publications, cross-promoted even in youth and nature articles.
Left loves good values. It's an odd message to send as a negative.
Doublespeak.
Orbán and Erdogan both have a price. They just want something for not causing trouble. Erdogan at least seems to have finally gotten the memo about this not being a wise move. I think the other NATO members are determined and ruthless about getting this done. Orbán really doesn't stand a chance.
CIA. You've got a nice gig here, Orbán, but you ought to be careful. Accidents happens, don't they?
Nice government you've got there. Would be a shame if got could.
Hungary is a lot less relevant than Sweden and Finland. Hungary should tread carefully. Lol.
I lived in Pa, which is where the NATO base in Hungary is. They already had a ton of non-NATO country members with representatives, including Finland and Sweden. They obviously had a fair number of Hungarians, but I would say the combined Nordic presence was greater than the Hungarian.
Hungary, unlike Turkey, does not control any territory that is particularly strategically important, at least not unless we are going to start fighting on the Danube again. Nor does it have a particularly large army, nor does it have any particularly key natural resources. It's a small landlocked country with a commensurately small military footprint. NATO would barely notice its absence.
Especially since they are landlocked by NATO countries basically.
Quietly slip Victor $500 grand under the table and he'd wear feathers and quack like a duck.
Hello, I'm Milo from Montenegro. Can I has $500 grand too? Oh, my friends from Albania, Macedonia, Bulgaria, Romania and Greece want to join that queue too. Quack, quack.
Sorry, I only speak sheep. I mean, bar. I get the feeling that if the EU kicks Hungary out for being an autocracy, removal from NATO won't be far behind. It's high time that liberal Western democracies started cleaning house and getting rid of the trash. If the people of Hungary rise up to remove Viktor Orbán and return their country to a functional democracy, then we can have a civil discussion with a real country. Until then, they need neither aid nor trade.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.